everybody gave me flack because I said Errol cut the hair, and they was like, "That's an old picture. That's an old picture. You a fan? You this? You that?" Errol Spence cut the dreads, man. So he's no longer a Rasta. You know, he's Jamaican. I thought the dreads was cool. I thought he was gonna be coming back Rastafari. Ain't that what Chris Eubank Sr. say all the time? After he do one of his little growls, he's like, Rastafari. I be, yeah, this man, he a little off. Took one hit too many. However, Errol Spence has cut the hair. He's training, face looking skinny. I'm ready to see his return. I pretty much made this video to tell y'all, aha, he cut the hair. Y'all had me thinking he didn't cut the hair. And I'm like, man, I'd have made a fool out of myself. But no, he actually cut the dreads. It's okay. And he's about to come back and show y'all the truth. Because there's only a couple truths out there. You got Errol Spence, you got Paul Pierce. I don't know nobody else is really the truth. And Errol fights like the truth. The fight with Terrence Crawford, to me, that stamped his name because we know Errol for coming forward and trying to land them body shots. He was unable to do that, but he never stopped. He never stopped coming forward. He never stopped trying to win. He never stopped trying to chop that body down because he really is the truth. You know, just like a Joe Frazier who was billed as a truth machine fighter. If you fight Errol Spence, you're going to know something. It's just Terrence Crawford happened to be on a whole other level, and he was way more prepared and focused for that moment. I think Errol just wasn't focused for that moment because he was letting outside things, outside lifestyles take away from the gift that the Lord gave him. But now he's back, and he's not up against Terrence Crawford. He's up against Tim Tszyu, another guy that likes to really tee off on people, another guy that likes to put offense first, another guy that's not really a counterpuncher, but a firefighter. So we got two firefighters about to meet, and it's going to get it blazing up in that ring. I'm excited for this one. I love to see people bounce back. I love to see people get that redemption. And I would have hated for Errol to retire off such a bad loss. So I'm glad that he looks like he got his mental back together. He went through that journey. I thought he was going to keep the dreads. I thought the dreads was going to be cool. You know, for all the rosters out there. I thought the dreads were going to be nice. But he cut the dreads and he back. I got him dominating Tim Tszyu. I think that a lot of people, one thing that came to mind, Sugar Ray Leonard said he trained 6 months for the rematch against Roberto Duran. He said, I trained 6 months for that fight. Whew. You can't train 6 months balls to the wall, but you could do standard stuff until it's time to up the ante, until it's time to up the intensity of your camp, which may be the last 2 months or the last month. But just sitting there, no breaks, 6 months of maintenance training, that's crazy. And that's why Leonard performed so well against Duran. Errol Spence, I promise you, ever since he got out of that mope or that depression from losing to Bud, once he said, you know what, I'm going to get better, I'm going to train, this man probably been training for a year and a half for his comeback. So I think his comeback is going to be amazing. Because that's a lot of focus and a lot of work. And it's probably the most focused he's ever been. You know why? Because he's never got done the way he got done. So it doesn't kill you, make you stronger. Errol is locked in. Tim Tszyu been locked in because Tim Tszyu, he just loved boxing. You could tell. The Bachram loss didn't stop him at all. Like, he still wants to smoke. He been there with Fundor. He just came off a win. I didn't get to watch that fight, but I heard that he won. And he's just going to be around. He doesn't care. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to be there. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think I hit the ice cream truck.